All right, so I've been trying to put out timely videos, but I haven't been able to. So I'll make content about, let's say transitioning into the new year when people make content for certain events. I've never been able to get stuff done and put it out on time. So tonight I was really tired, but today's a big day and it's been a big year. And a lot has happened on this trip that I've been on, this road trip. And it culminates, in a sense, to tomorrow, which is a big day for me. Drum roll here. So I've been looking at a certain clinic in California for helping with the multitude of chronic conditions I have, including Lyme disease, amongst others. And for one reason or another, I just never could make it here and just couldn't get an appointment. And I had been wanting to come here for a while. And some things just happen when they're supposed to. Don't get me wrong, I would have liked to have been cured or back to perfect health a long time ago, but just the path that I've been on and where things took me, and just you get exhausted from getting treatment, from trying different things. Well, finally, here we are. I came to Los Angeles on the way, which was supposed to be back up to Portland, Oregon, and eventually the Oregon coast to visit family and stay for a bit. Because as those of you who have followed this or know, and maybe those who are just watching don't know, but it's been an incredibly hard 15 years going through this chronic illness journey. I hate to use that word, but for lack of a better term. And I'm still in it. And this year I was very much in it, and I didn't think I was going to make it through this year. Spiritually, physically, especially, and everything was just tapped and was pushed to the limits. I don't know how much further I could go, but I'm learning that you're more resilient than you think. So this year has been the ultimate test in resilience. 2019 had its good points, but it was mostly a real horrific year in a lot of ways. And I find myself only a month or two removed from where I was previous, which was I was in horrible flare-up of my conditions and new symptoms and things that appeared to be severe kidney issues to a new condition called porphyria. All these things that they were trying to figure out, and I was just miserable and sick. Not the whole time, but most of the days. And all my little tricks and everything weren't working. And I'll add that I lived about 14 months, I have to look back and see, approximately, more or less out of a tent in different areas. And I'll be speaking more to that at another point. But even on this trip, it's been mostly outdoors or sleeping in my car. And then I've been hosted by a dear friend that let me house sit for them while they were gone. It was just good timing, so I was indoors, but I still slept on the floor because I'm like a feral animal you bring in from the wild. I now have to, I don't even know. I'm going to try a bed out tonight because of another, I had to get a place. Unfortunately, I found a really inexpensive Airbnb pretty far from the clinic, but it's suitable because I'm just too tired from moving around. So last night was New Year's Eve, didn't do much at all. Just spent it with a friend and watching TV and just having some good food, but was asleep by 10:45. So spent the day at the beach, which was a great way to spend the beginning of 2020, which I'm really excited. And I know that's cliche, but I really am. And this isn't any false optimism. This is a result of really the last 4 weeks plus have been this build-up. And I'm not going to go too in-depth into everything because this will be an extra long video, but a build-up of immersing myself in nature again and kind of taking a leap of faith despite my fatigue, despite the flare-ups, and putting myself out and with the intention to try to call this clinic and see if I could get in. And I waited a long time. Even I should have called them before, but just so happened they had a cancellation for January 2nd with the doctor that I would like to see. So tomorrow's the day. This place has a potential to be a very great integrative clinic that covers a lot of what's going on with my health. They probably won't know how to do everything because I have complications from kidneys and other stuff that is difficult for even the best doctors, but I'm very optimistic, and I'm scared in a way because I haven't been in treatment intensely in a while, and gonna have to get my veins ready, I'm sure, and be prepared to be poked and prodded and probably feel like shit for a bit. And also financially, that's another factor, and that's part of the reason I'm doing this video, is those who know me and those who are even recent friends know my story, and that I'm not just living out of a tent outside for the health benefits and for fashion. And I'm still very lucky, but I'm doing it out of financial necessity in order to save what's left, which is not much, and be able to have another crack at treatment, which should be a right to any healthcare for people, but it's just not. And many of you know that's not the case for a lot of conditions. So I've spent my life savings. I've hustled my ass off as best I can while I'm sick. And if I don't hustle more, I'm just gonna die, or I'm just not gonna get my life back, which in turn will put me more homeless, and I will probably not make it. And I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's easy to see when you've lived that. And I'm really excited about having the opportunity, but I'm gonna need help. So I will be going more in depth in that, but 2020 is gonna be, and beyond, is gonna be about learning how to ask. And it's really humbling for me, but I'm learning, and I'm gonna need help in all different manners. So while I'm here, I'm gonna be looking for housing, like affordable housing of some sort. I can even camp in people's yards. And I'm going to be also needing to set up a fundraiser, a crowdfund of some sort. And I don't know how to best do this for helping me be able to continue and start this treatment plan. So living situation and ability until I'm more back up on my feet and I'm getting more auditions for voiceover work and some of the other jobs that I'm able to do as I'm getting recovered, plus the stuff I'm going to be doing online hopefully will turn into something. But you know, my aspirations to be a almost 45-year-old YouTuber, we'll see how that goes. So I'm willing to work in any way to make money towards this and get my life back. And I think anybody who's run into me in real life or been around me for a bit knows that I'm a hard worker, and I'm tough as nails, and I'm gonna do everything I can to not only recover for myself, but to pay it forward and help other people who are going through this. And that's my passion. That's what I want to do. But the only way I'm gonna be able to do that, or do it even more effectively, I can put out information while I'm vulnerable and ill. But the better and the more cognition I get, and the more energy I get and more recovered, the more I'm going to be able to help people. And I have so much to give in that area, and I'm really looking forward to that. So if people do help me, I think you can be very confident that you're helping someone who is going to do everything in their power to overcome this and help others, and be as thrifty with the help that I'm given. And I want there's something more I want to say about that as far as oh gosh, I am tired, so, and I'm a little brain fogged, but bottom line is I have to learn to be vulnerable and ask for help, and that's what I'm doing. And I don't even know the best way to do this, but it's the only way I know to be able to get treatment is to get some help. So I will be, what I was going to say is that I will be showing and presenting what I'm doing, how I'm going to go about it, the progress, so you can follow along I hope it's interesting and not just mundane medical stuff, but I think it'll be fascinating. And some of the self-care and all the stuff I do to get better days and partial days. And some of the stuff, as I've been getting better lately, I've been in this last month, it's kind of ironic that I'm going into this clinic, but I've had remission periods before where I think I'm done with this, and then it's like last year this happened, I crash, and I crashed severely. And it's like Groundhog Day, and that's 15 years going, and I can't do that again. So even though I feel amazing, it's only 1 month, I'm going to get this treatment because I'm stronger now, and I'm going to be more robust to be able to handle it. And hopefully, yeah. So if it seems confusing and the social media and the stuff I put out of late seems like I'm doing great, well, I'm not. I refuse to hide my good days. So you have to kind of either take it at face value that most of the time I'm pushing through stuff, but also when I'm having a good day, I'm going to own it and have a good day. And so if I look like I'm smiling, or if I do some yoga or some exercise, I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to show it. And if people judge and they think, well, if you can do that, why can't you do this? That's up to them, and they can politely unfollow me. But I know who I am. I know how hard I've worked. I know that there's a cane that I use that I rarely use right now, which is great, but it's a foldable one. And I bring it along with me, not only because I might need it again, but also because it signifies, sometimes it's good to have things around you, just like I have, I brought this dry erase still that was in my tent this last year, and it's something I've always said, I don't need to look at it to memorize it, but this has been my mantra, and it's vulnerable for me to share it, but I've shared it before, and it helps. Even when I'm unpacking the car and I see this, and I put it up, and that's what's kept me going. Just simple. And so I have trouble with the fact that people don't believe what's going on with me, but I'm getting over that, and I'm done worrying about it. I mean, I'm saying that so easily, but it's probably going to be harder for me to work through that than just to say it. So what I'm trying to get to is those who have faith in me, those that believe in me, those that support me, I'm grateful for you, and I promise to pay it forward. Those who don't, I have love for you as well, and we can't be everyone's cup of tea, and some are just not going to believe, and I believe that's ultimately a projection of themselves and what they're going through, but at the same time, it is what it is, but I'm politely going to let those people go. So, thank you. Sorry I'm long-winded. I can't always keep my thoughts focused, especially when I'm tired. Tomorrow's a big day, 10:45 in Los Angeles, El Segundo area. Going to a clinic, and I'm excited. I'm spending the evening here prepping, so I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching this. Happy New Year to everyone out there. I hope it's an amazing year ahead for all of us, and yeah, I'm optimistic and excited, and I have hope again. And I think hope, I was thinking today, I'm probably going to murder it, but what is it? Hope springs life eternal? Is that it? If it isn't, it makes sense. When you have a bit of hope, an older friend of mine said it today, that it didn't cure me, but it's like another vitamin, another thing when I got some of that hope again, that added into all the other stuff I've been doing to just be part of this entourage of getting better. And that's why I'm going to add another component, and that is pretty intensive new treatments, and I'm really excited. So wish me luck. Thanks for following along.